tiny. All right, so a quick little video for Rusty. We're definitely moving at a slower pace. We're moving at Rusty's pace, which I'm fine with. He's an older dog. He seems to be a little bit sensitive, or not sensitive, but like stiff and not able to be super lumber. So that's fine. Just giving a heads up though, we're meandering around. So this week I really wanted to help him understand the marker system I'm using. So a marker is going to be the word that marks a moment in time that I like, something that he does. And for him, that's going to announce the arrival of food. That way we can bridge the gap between desired behavior and reinforcement, so we don't accidentally reward anything that happens in between those two events. So each marker has different meanings as far as expectation within behavior. So we have yes, good, okay, and no. Yes means I like what you did, come take something from me. If he's doing something and I say yes, he doesn't have to do that behavior any longer. He just has to come take something from me. Yes. And that means he can chase after my hand a little bit. I want to be playful with it, just to increase the value of the reinforcer. I don't want to just smash food into his face. I want him to be up and excited. I use this one primarily to shape new behaviors, to create new associations, basically to build enthusiasm within a behavior. Good and okay, those are going to be more so centered around building duration. So if I ask him to do a behavior, I will use the word good when he does the thing that I'm looking for. And then I can continue to offer that good treat to keep him in that behavior so that he understands that I expect him to remain in that behavior. Gradually, I'm going to kind of wean off the frequency in which I deliver those reinforcers. And then okay means behavior is over. So in order for good to mean that I want him to continue to be in behavior, I have to also make sure that I create that association of okay means you're done with the behavior. And then of course, no means no. So right now I'm just kind of pairing no with leash pressure or spatial pressure. Nothing physical, just moving into him. I want to see what you doing back there. What are you doing, bud? So I'm trying to build engagement with him. Again, he's an older dog, so he's not super hype on doing obedience. So I'm trying to play with him and be silly, but I also want to help him interrupt arousal. Since I was looking back on the notes, it looks like he's getting like a little too hyper around small children and things like that. So I want him to be able to get into that really excited state and then know how to immediately shut that off. So I'll kind of interchange those markers and those behaviors to help him understand that even though he's really excited, he can also go right back into being calmer. So I've been trying to work with him on a place command, so that even when he gets really excited, he's chasing me around, being silly. In the midst of that, I'm going to send him over to his place and then switch over to duration, asking him to hang out on there while I build neutrality and moving around him. So essentially, if the kids are running around and everyone's really excitable and we say, oh, Rusty's being too much, we send him to his place. Even if all of that stuff doesn't stop with him, he can hang out on there on his place regardless of what's going on around him. There's someone behind us, so you're very interested in that, huh, bud? So I'm still doing lots of blurring with him. He's a little bit slower with sits and downs. Sit. Like he really doesn't want to do any of this, and I have to use a little bit of leash pressure. And I haven't like forced it or anything because I wasn't sure if he was a little bit stiff back there. I mean, every time I see him, he's either laying down or standing. So okay. I guess you have to get into the down through a sit, right, bud? You don't want to. Nope. Sit. Come on. Yes. So even though I have to use a lot of leash pressure and luring, I want to make it